Good morning, you guys. It's day number 43. I was going to say 43 of my sabbatical to 50. This is a 100-day journey that I am seeking to become more resilient in my mindset, stronger, fitter, faster, all the things. And so you've been joining me on this journey. You know I go on my morning walks. I bring you along for the ride. It's a lot of fun to get to talk to you guys every day, tell you about this journey, how it's going. So far, so good. And if you missed any of my past videos or anything where I've talked about this journey, just hop on over to my website, livinglavitalow-carb.com/staybatical, STAYBATTICAL. And you can see all the fun. That's where it all begins. That's where it's all housed. It's just this journey I'm using to motivate myself, to kick myself into high gear with the physical journey. And along the way, pass along some knowledge, some encouragement, some inspiration to you guys. I know a lot of you guys desire to be on journeys for yourself. And so I'm trying to be your buddy, joining along with you. So thank you for being here today. It is very cool here in South Carolina today. Finally, we're getting the cooler weather that we've been wanting. Good morning. And so, as I always do on these morning walks, I have a topic I want to talk about here today that I feel like might be an encouragement to those of you still on the fence about whether you should start a journey, what that journey will look like, your mindset going into the journey. You guys know I talk a lot about the mindset of a journey and fears and things that are holding you back, all those things. And this topic I'm going to bring up here today is a big one because I want to help you tap in to that inner confidence that you may not even realize you have. A lot of people, they don't feel very confident at all. And I can always tell when those people write to me. I can always tell when I'm talking to someone who does not have confidence. And this is just in the written word. In the spoken word, it's even that much more profound that I notice it. But let's start with the written word. In the written word, they'll say things like, "Oh, I'm trying to do this keto thing, and I'm just so frustrated. I don't know why nothing ever works for me. I don't even know why I try. Everybody else around me is doing so good, and I'm just a failure. I'm so sucky, blah, blah, blah." And I want to hug these people and slap them at the same time. Because inside of them, they're telling their body what they want the body to respond to. They're telling their body, you suck, you're meaningless, you have no purpose in what you're doing, you just don't even need to try. Whether you're saying that or not, explicitly, whether you think that's the message that you're sending or not, you're sending that message. And when you send this negative message of defeatism, of I can't do it-ism, your body's going to respond to what your mind is telling you. And it's why I'm so sad when I get those kinds of messages. Good morning, ladies. And so I want to help you tap in to that inner confidence. Everybody has an inner confidence. Even the most shy person, the most shaky person mentally, everybody has an inner confidence that they exude if you choose to exude it. And the problem is people let the negative thoughts and the worries and the fears, like we talked about yesterday, and all these things to shatter that confidence. And I don't think we need to be... Sorry, there was a car coming. I was like, I do not want to die on camera. I don't think we need to let those negative thoughts overcome our potential, our what's within us. And it all starts in your own mind. It all starts with the things you tell yourself. It all begins with the things that you make a part of your daily thoughts. And this isn't just in the moment of bettering yourself. This is an all day, every day pepping yourself up. That confidence just doesn't manifest. Confidence comes from knowing who you are, reinforcing those good qualities about who you are, constantly reminding yourself of who you are. It's been incredible to me over the past 17 years of being online, talking to people, getting a vibe for people that are successful and people who are wishing for success. And almost invariably, those wishing, they lack this inner confidence that I'm talking about here today. They don't have that drive within them that says, damn it, I'm worthy, I'm ready, this is my moment, and they go for it. They lack that. So these are the people that start on a journey, get going a few days, and the very moment they face a little bit of adversity, they fizzle out. They're like the jet fuel. Burns white hot at the very beginning, but quickly runs out. And I want to make you diesel. I want you with this inner confidence to have diesel fuel that will let you go long and hard and resolute, steady. That's what we all want. We don't like being defeated, but we don't realize we are our own worst enemy when it becomes defeat attitude and defeat mindedness. You are your own worst enemy at that point. Which is why you hear me talk about mindset a lot. You notice a lot of the things I talk about here hardly anything to do with the physicality of a health journey. I think we all generally, by now, have enough knowledge about diet. You can do the diet. Keto, carnivore, whatever. And you might even know a little bit of the physical nature of a journey. Again, plenty of people to demonstrate that for you. What we don't have is people setting us up to succeed. Not a lot of them anyway. There's a few mindset people out there. So people start on the journey with a 3-legged stool and they've only got 2 of the legs, the diet and the exercise. The third leg is the mindset, and part of that mindset is tapping into your inner confidence, your inner positivity, the thing that will drive you when the physical is weak. You need that. You need I need your strength to be in your emotional and psychological state, because when that's strong, nothing will stop you. When you stay strong emotionally, psychologically, tapping into that inner confidence, nothing in this world will hold you back. Nothing. And when you start to get weak, you dig deeper because you got the mental fortitude. And I just feel like people don't really set themselves up for success because they forget about that third leg in the stool. And what happens with a 3-legged stool that only has 2 legs? That's right, you fall on your ass. Or let's say it has 3 legs to start, but the third leg, the mental psychological leg, is weak. And then you sit down on that stool and it might hold you for a bit, but at some point you're going to fall your ass on that floor. And I'm here to tell you, strengthen all 3, dial in your diet. Dial in your physical activity and movement and all the lifestyle things. But dial in the mind. Convince yourself that you are strong. And I'm talking mentally strong. Convince yourself that you're worthy of this journey and the goal that you're pursuing. Convince yourself that all this effort you're putting in is going to pay off in the end, because it will. Guys, I'm out here on day 43 of my journey, and I'm going to be honest with you, there are days where it didn't feel like I was doing very much. It didn't feel like I was making progress. Note the words I'm using. Feel. Not that it wasn't, not that the reality was that, but how I felt. And that's where the mind starts to come in, where you've got to remind yourself that things are going well. Be confident in that. Embrace it. Know that good things are happening if you're putting in that effort. And as I've said on other morning updates, go ahead and look ahead in your mind to that person you're going to be in the future. And look to that person. Listen for their voice. Hear what they're saying. Go, 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 go. Don't you dare stop. Don't make me run back there and pull you. And there will be days when you will feel like your future self is going to have to pull you, because you're not there. Physically, mentally, you're just not there. You don't think you're there. This is why you dig deep. Tap in to that inner confidence. And then you're off to the races. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you find yourself, when you start on a journey, focusing almost exclusively on the physical to the exclusion of the mental? Maybe you pay lip service to the mental. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm worth it. You kind of pay lip service to it. But then when things start to get rough on your journey, you start to crumble. Is that you? Has that been your pattern on any health journey that you've taken? Maybe it's what you're going through right now. Maybe you're on the verge in your mind of wanting to quit whatever it is you're doing. If that's you, don't quit. You're just getting started. You're just about to see the manifestation of all that work you put in. Don't give up when those things are just now starting for you. Press forward. Let's go. Or are you the kind of person that is mentally strong, have that inner confidence? Tell us your secrets. How did you tap into your inner confidence? How did you make this switch from a defeated attitude to a there's no way I can quit attitude? I know some of you are on here, have been through a journey, and you've got strong inner confidence. I want to hear what it is that got you there. How did you tap into that? What was it that got you up in the morning and doing the thing day after day after day? And I've talked about this in my own journey many times, this journey here, that I have big goals. I have big visions for my future, and none of them are worth any temporary relief from the aches and pains of the here and now. None of the things I want to pursue are worth just sitting on my laurels now. All of them require me to dig deeper, tap into my inner confidence, and just go. And go is what I've been doing. I need to almost change my official middle name to Go. Jimmy Go More. Oh, I like that. If I make it Jimmy Go More, I could sell merchandise with that. All right, guys, so let me hear from you. I always love getting the feedback from you guys. You're so wise. It's why I love coming on this live, talking to you during my morning walk. And if you just joined in, I'm on day 43 of my stay sabbatical to 50. This is my 100-day journey, attempting to change my mind, my body, and pretty much observe what's going to happen. And I'm talking about this really important topic of tapping in to your inner confidence, that being the key in being successful. You go on a journey, the journey is all in vain if you're not going somewhere. Tapping into that inner confidence allows you to clearly focus on what it is that you're going for. I've got big goals. I got really big goals, really big hopes and dreams. Some of them at this point seemingly impossible. And I'm not talking about the physical stuff. I mean like beyond that. What happens once the physical gets to where it wants to be? What's that version of Jimmy going to have as goals? I'm already thinking in that realm that I'm already there. Then what? What are those next goals? And so those are the things where I'm dreaming big, thinking big, because anything is possible when you start on a journey. All right, don't stay quiet on me, guys. I need you to talk. This is a cool topic, so I really hope you chime in on this one. So let's scroll back to the top. All right, Del Norte says it's inner control versus external control. Yes, you are so right. This inner confidence is where you're saying, I got this. This is my journey. I'm going to rule the roost here, and nothing's going to stop me. External control is where people and events input to you about how you should be doing on your journey. And as we've talked about before, a lot of these people that go on journeys, they allow what other people have to say to them to dictate how they feel about their journey. We talked about it briefly yesterday with fasting. If you tell people you're fasting, oh my gosh, you're going to starve yourself, and it's just not true. So that's the external you're talking about there, Del Norte, is letting other people, circumstances, events dictate it. But yes, this inner confidence is about having that control from within. I love that. Good job. Good morning, Gustafsson. Okay, guys, I need you to talk to me because it's very difficult for me to sustain over an hour of content of just soliloquying you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been on journeys. I see who's here. Tell me about your journey. How did you dig deep and find that inner confidence? What was it that drove you? Or if you're in the midst of the journey, you can be vulnerable here. I share my heart and soul with you guys every single day. Talk about your struggles here. Why do you feel like your inner confidence is not strong? Why do you let the physicality of a journey supersede the mental? And what do you think is the reason behind that? I feel like a lot of people, they think it's all physical and they just neglect the mental. And I won't allow that. Like, as long as you're in my world and you're watching my content, I'm always going to bring the focus back to the things of the mind. And if your mind is right, everything else will fall into place. And when I say mental, I don't even mean like mental health problems. Yes, there are those people that have that too, and nothing wrong with that. Definitely get that under control. But I'm just talking about that day-to-day grind, the thing that gets you up in the morning, that lets you go, lets you be confident, lets you pop out here 7:30 in the morning, walking a trail day after day after day. That's a mental toughness. Going through all the things that I'm doing in my list, it requires your mind to be super strong, because you don't just do those things. Not naturally anyway. Maybe by this point, day 43 of my journey, it is a little more natural than it was. But it's not normal to go through and do all the things that I do. So that takes a lot of inner confidence, knowing that doing all those things is providing benefits that but for you doing them, you would not have. Eating Clean says, I was up at 4 a.m. this morning to go to the gym and I did not make it. I just didn't feel like it. Hey, there will be days where you don't feel like it. Look, you guys know I take lots of breaks. If I'm needing a recovery day, I have a recovery day. And look, that's just as much a part of the journey as the days that you're out there and killing it at the gym. So don't beat yourself up. Do other things to relax your mind and your body today. In fact, Eating Clean, do this for me. If you don't already do meditation, if you don't already work on something that calms your brain, do that today. Let that be your workout. And you might be like, well, I still feel guilty because I wanted to pump iron. I wanted to do all the things I do at the gym. I want you to pump iron in your mind. In your mind, you need to be strong. That's what today's topic is all about. Building that inner confidence is about building that mental strength, resiliency, acuity. So work on two things. I want you to grab a book and read. So read something. Read something that will be like a self-help type of book that will better you in your journey that you're on. That's one. Read at least like 15, 20 pages, but read. That's one. And then the second one is go on YouTube, type in guided meditation, and I want you to find a meditation to do. Search for the ones, there's plenty of ones that are like 10 minutes long. Don't accidentally hit the one that's 3 hours long. I did that once and went, when is this going to be over? But 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. There's a bunch of them out there. And then allow yourself to lie down or be in a chair and just listen to what it says and do what it says to do with the breathing, the eyes closed, blah, blah, blah. And by doing that, you're going to build up that mental fortitude, that inner confidence. So guys, if you're just coming in, I see Bulletproof Coconut, Go Jimmy, Linda, good morning. Just got here. It's day 43 of my sabbatical to 50. Rolling along, you guys. And today's topic is a goodie. Today I'm talking about tapping in to your inner confidence, that it being the key to your success in a physical journey, a health journey. You have to tap into the inner confidence. So I'm asking the question, if you struggle with this, why do you think you struggle? Is it because you focused too much on the diet and the lifestyle, physical stuff, but then to the exclusion of the mental stuff, that three-legged stool I talked about earlier? You're going to fall over if you're not mentally tough and have inner confidence that this is working. Is that what it is? What is it that makes you shaky on the emotional front? And then if you've overcome it, how did you get that inner confidence? Tell us your secrets. I know, at least from the people I've seen on here, there's lots of people that have defeated that mental monster that tells them they can't. I want to know what your secrets are. So I've done this now 43 days, you guys. I've come out here almost every day that I'm physically able and I'm not resting. And every day that I've come out here and I've gone on camera, invariably you're talking to me a lot. Today you're not talking at all. So I really need you to talk or I'm going to have to end the live. So I always get good information from you guys and it lets me spark more thoughts. So I need you to write something down there or I will have to end this live and do the last half of my walk all by my lonesome. So don't make me do that. Talk to me. I really do enjoy the interaction. Is this topic just not important to you? Do you feel like, I don't really need inner confidence, Jimmy? I don't need all that mental crap you're talking about, Jimmy. Come on, surely you jest. Surely you don't white knuckle it just with physicality of a diet plan and an exercise plan, and that's all you need. I don't believe that. for a moment, I do not believe you go into a journey and you ultimately become successful simply with the physical part of the journey. Am I wrong? Make your argument for why I might be wrong on that. But yeah, going along, you guys, while I'm waiting on people to write comments, I will be gone starting tomorrow. And when I say gone, I'm traveling is what I'm saying. Starting tomorrow, I am headed towards Miami, Florida this weekend. So tomorrow morning, I will hop in my car. With all the airline stuff right now, there's no way I'm going to get on an airplane right now. Sorry, there's a dog, and it looks like he's loose. I'm watching him so he doesn't charge me. I don't like dogs. With all the airline stuff right now, I did not want to hop on an airline. So I am driving down to Miami, Florida from my home in Spartanburg, South Carolina. So I'm going to break it up into 2 days. So tomorrow, I've got a 7-hour drive to get to this town called Titusville, Florida. I'll spend the night. And then I'm only about, I think it said 3.5 hours to Miami at that point. So Friday morning, I'll be able to get up and do my walk somewhere in Titusville. And then head to the conference. The conference is Saturday and Sunday. It's another biohacking conference. So I did Dave Asprey's in Orlando recently. So this is called the Biohacking Congress. And I'll be attending that event. It's funny because I reached out to one of the speakers is in the keto community, my friend Ben Azadi from Keto Camp. And I texted him, I said, Ben, you think I could get a media pass to get into that event? He's like, dude, let me write him now. So he texts the guy and they're like, yeah, we would love to have him interview somebody. Does he know how to interview? Ben said, this man has been interviewing since people have been in diapers. That's how long he's been interviewing. So do I know how to interview? So anyway, I'll be there for that. I might be doing a lot of Instagram lives like I did during Dave Asprey's conference and highlighting different things that are interesting to me. We'll see if there's anything different from what I saw at Dave's event. But that's where I'll be. So leaving tomorrow pretty early, probably about this time tomorrow morning, I will be driving in my car. So I think tomorrow will be an unintentional rest day because of the travel. I've actually felt good. I've been out here every day since Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days in a row. I generally take a break every 4 days or so anyway. So it might turn out to be a blessing in disguise to go ahead and make tomorrow my rest day. And then, like I said, Friday morning I'll wake up. I'll have plenty of time to get in my walk. Now, I'll be on the far eastern shore of Florida, so the sun probably comes up a little sooner than it does here in South Carolina. So if I go live at, say, 6:50, 7 o'clock, you'll know, okay, he's in Florida. And so that's where I'll be. And then I drive back on that Monday. I'm at the halfway point. I'll drive back on Monday, partially. And so I might do a walk that day. I need to see what the terrain is like around the hotel. I'm in downtown Miami. So I'm sure there's places I could walk, but I don't know how safe it is that time of day or whatever. So anyway, we'll play all that by ear. All that to say, when you see me sporadically over the next few days, that will be why. I'll be coming back on Tuesday. So Wednesday next week, I will be back home after all the travel and be on camera that day for you, God willing. And I think Wednesday will be like day 49 or 50. So we're coming up on where you guys will be joining me. So if you've been enjoying my Sabbatical to 50 and watching me in my first almost 50 days now, you get to do your own 50-day journey, and I'm inviting you to join in. So get ready. I'm going to turn the focus on you guys here soon. Probably will bring you guys on video if you want to be. And go go from there. All right, there's cars so I need to watch. Loud noise, loud noise. All right, so let's go back to our regularly scheduled program already in progress. Tapping into your inner confidence. Do you? Tell us how you did it. And if you don't, tell us why not. That is so loud. For the life of me, I don't understand why vehicles have to be that loud. All right. Miss Stacia says she likes the three-legged stool. Yes. Look, it's a visual to show you all three are important. You can be mentally strong and mentally confident and getting out there and doing all the physical stuff. But if your diet ain't right, you're going to fall. Or if your diet and your mental's right and you don't do any physical, you're going to fall. Or the most prevalent one is people do the diet and the exercise and all the things, but they never work on their inner confidence and their emotional health and their mental health, and they fall. So glad that gives you a visual that reminds you that all three are equally important. Equally. Do you put as much time into building your mental strength as you do your physical strength? Do you work out your mind with the same consistency that you do in keeping your diet right? If the answer is no, then you've got work to do in this area. And so, thank you. I love analogies. Marty says, hard to say in a word or two. Give me a second. Yes, Marty has quite the story, you guys. I interviewed Marty recently on my podcast. If you missed it, go back and look up Marty Brandon. He was phenomenal on my show, and he's had an incredible, not just weight change. He would tell you the weight change was cool, but the mindset change was everything. And he's of a certain age where, like me, he's a little older than me, but like me, he knew he needed to get his mind, body, soul into shape, and he did it. And he would tell you he didn't do it without first having confidence that it could happen and that it would happen and that all the effort he put into making it happen would be worth it. And I'd say it was pretty damn worth it. Right, Marty? Linda says, my confidence comes and goes. I can't seem to control it. I hate sounding like a whiner. No, it's all right. I want to turn that whiner into a winner because of the... Hang on. There's a big ass truck behind me and my ankle is buckled on me. Yeah, you need to turn. Big truck, big truck. Woo! My goodness, the noise today. I told you guys I'm a hyper sensor, so I smell things, I hear things, I taste things much more intensely than most people. The hearing is killing me today. This is why I wish I had a quiet walk for you guys. There's a little part of this walk where it gets quiet, but this ain't it. Now I'm whining a little bit, Linda, but I do want to help turn you from a whiner into a winner. Ooh, my ears are still ringing from that loud noise. And it doesn't take as much as you think. Like you say, your confidence comes and goes. I would argue if confidence comes and goes, then you haven't actually tapped into your inner confidence. What you've tapped into is this temporary white knuckle, I'm gonna do this. That's not confidence. That is extremely temporary. Because when you get that inner confidence, there's nothing that makes you wane. You just do it. And yeah, you're gonna be challenged mentally from time to time, but not this come and go thing. Hi guys. So it reminds me of the Culture Club song. Come a chameleon. It comes and goes. You don't want your confidence to come and go. That's not confidence at all. That's digging into some temporary form of, I guess, confidence. But true confidence doesn't come and go. It's there. It's in the midst of adversity hitting your life. The confidence is the only thing that remains steadfast and keeps you going when you don't want to go. That's what keeps you going. So I would argue, work on it some more, Linda. It's not there. And you'll know, once you tap into that inner confidence, you'll know. Because there will be this kind of, you'll feel a little more proud, you'll be a little more erect and sitting up straighter. You will hold your chin up high. And you'll just know, I got this. I got this. And if you take on that mindset of no matter what happens, I got this, what's going to stop you? Anything? Because that confidence will be that fuel. Remember, you don't want what you're doing right now, because you're doing what I talked about earlier. You weren't quite here yet, but you're having jet fuel, where you get this big burst of excitement, and then it fizzles out quickly, and then you're deflated and defeated, and then it came out deflated. You're deflated. And so we need you to get that diesel as your fuel, not jet fuel. And if you have diesel, it's a strong, steady, persistent, consistent confidence that nothing is going to stop you. So keep working on that. Positive affirmations definitely help with that. Doing regular meditation definitely helps with that. Really anything to make your mind stronger. I would recommend doing some self-help books from some inspiring people. I'm writing one as we speak with my friend Brittany called the One Step Deeper Journal. And we're going to speak to you directly in that book. 40 entries. Brittany's got 20 of them. Jimmy will have 20 of them. And we will talk to you daily. And those kinds of things will help you build that inner confidence so you can be strong mentally, emotionally, psychologically. And when that's strong, ain't nothing going to hold you back. Del Norte says, I try to understand why I have a negative thought, and then I embrace the negative thought. Then I tell myself, these haven't helped, so let's try something different. Yes! I have never heard someone start to dwell on a negative thought and it ever end well. Acknowledge it's there. Okay, that sucks. But then go, okay, that's not serving me well. What can I do instead? And I would even say, as a purposeful tactic, it's going to take a lot of strength for you to do this, and maybe you build it over time, but when you get a negative thought, immediately replace that negative thought with a positive one. How can you turn that around? How can you make what your brain meant for destruction and make it where it builds you up? Think about that. A negative thought isn't something verbally being said to you. A negative thought is just that. It's a thought. Think of it this way. A thought is just a theory until it's spoken. And so if your brain is telling you a thought, all right, that's a nice theory that you think I'm that. But then you verbally out loud say the positive thing, the encouraging thing, the uplifting thing. And man, this busy traffic today, having to watch every single road I'm crossing today. You verbalize what's true. When that mind sends you negative messages, which are all just a theory, You verbalize it, which then makes it solid truth. I think that would be a great practice for you, Del Norte, to overcome the negative. It does sound like you've got a good plan, but I'd love to hear how this works for you. If you get a negative thought, you're fat. Let's just say that pops in your head. And you verbalize, I'm strong AF. You replace that negative theory with a verifiable fact coming out of your mouth. It'd be interesting to see if that works and helps you. Kazan says, my inner confidence came little by little as I started telling myself what I could do. It was partial results driven, but I also need my brain a lot. I need to give my brain a lot of great info to stay inspired. Yes. And not just info from books or anything. Hey guys. And so also watching me is doing that for you, and listening to other people that are pepping you up. If I can be a part of your journey to being more confident, then that will be satisfying for me, because I do feel like I have the gift of gab. I do use it, and I like to uplift people and encourage people. That's always been a part of who I am. When I started the Living La Vida Low Carb blog many years ago, my mantra was educate, encourage, and inspire people to get healthy. And it still is all of that. And so, yes, I love everything you just said there. That's so awesome. Feed that brain with things that will keep you inspired to stay inspired. I feed my brain a lot of info that inspires and motivates me. And focusing on each little victory builds my confidence little by little. And whether you realize it or not, this inner confidence, guys, it's infectious. When you exude such an inner confidence, especially in the midst of a health journey, people notice. And don't discount that. Don't discount that when you start feeling that confidence. And a lot of you guys say this about me, that you've watched me on this journey, and that as I've gone along here now in day 43, as I've gone along, I've had friends of mine and other people comment, wow, you seem to shine more, you're more vibrant, you see the weight loss in the face. Like, people have been very kind, and they're like, it's just infectious watching you. And good, that's what happens when you build confidence. It makes others notice. Even if you don't feel the changes, other people notice the change in your confidence. And then those people give you feedback. And then that feedback gives you more confidence to then keep going. This is why this confidence thing is so important, guys. So critical. Good morning. So invest in working on your inner confidence. It's so worth it, not just for you, but for the people around you. Sandra says, doing successfully over and over again gives confidence. Yes, exactly. I was kind of just touching on that, of when you see success, it begets more success, which begets more confidence, which begets more success. It's a snowball that rolls and builds. Starts off as this little thing, and the more it starts rolling over more snow, it starts picking up more snow, and it's rolling and rolling and rolling. And before you know it, your confidence is so big, there's no way that you give up. There's no way that you're not successful. So it is something that begets more, that begets more, that begets more. So yes, I agree. Mandy says the confidence builds after you make the change. Yes, it does. That's true. It's why I tell people, get started and the confidence will build, but you need some core basis of confidence to start, I think. Because if you start with no confidence, you're going to have a negative attitude about your journey. This ain't going to work. I don't even know why I try. Every time I try, it just fails. So you need some semblance of confidence. But like with the snowball I was just talking about, your confidence may be that big when you start. That's enough. And then you start doing the physical stuff, the diet, the lifestyle stuff, and then it starts rolling. And as that snowball rolls, that confidence builds even more. And that's a great point. Inner confidence, you're not going to be all the way there on day one, nor should you be. Good morning. And so you build it over time, but you start with a baseline of confidence. No confidence at all is no way to start a journey, I think is what I'm saying. If you start a journey with no confidence, don't be surprised when you quit within a week. It makes no sense that you would continue on if you're not feeling that confidence early on. When you're so sick of who you are and you find an inspiring person to follow, changes come and the confidence comes. Yes, exactly. Hello.
Morning.
Marty says, I think it is different for so many people. For me, it was truly believing the path was the right one. Then it was just a fight to stay on the path. Knowledge is key for you. Yes. Look, if you don't have the knowledge of what to do, you can have all the confidence in the world. You could even do all the physicality, the lifestyle stuff in the world. But if you don't know that you know that you know that your diet is right, for example, you'll get frustrated because you're like, wait, I'm confident. I know I can do this. Why isn't it working? And when the wrong diet plan isn't working, then your confidence starts to wane a bit. This is why that three-legged stool is so important, of finding what the right thing is for all three legs. For you, Marty, that's a carnivore diet, ketovore, whatever you want to call it. For other people, it's keto or real food or whatever. But finding that is so helpful. But look, the strong confidence, the inner confidence from within that you're seeking to have, that I think is the foundation for if you chose the wrong diet and you have no knowledge on the right diet yet, the inner confidence could be the impetus that gets you to shift and search out that third leg to be strong. Put some nice crazy glue all around that to keep it locked into place once you find what's right. And that's what you're talking about here. You just believe what you're doing is right, and it is. Same with me. I believe the things I'm doing are exactly right for me. And they are. I'm seeing results. And you just got to stay on the path. And that's part of the challenge here, is the staying on the path requires you to know that you know that you know that you know that you know that what you're doing is helping you and is beneficial to you. Even if you're not seeing the results you want to see as quickly as you want to see them, you just got to know that you know that you know that it's working. Good morning, Karen. Thank you for being here. Miss Stacia says, I've started to notice my confidence coincides with sleep quality and the length of the sleep. Yeah, look, that's part of the lifestyle leg in the three-legged stool. If you're not committing yourself to sleep and getting good sleep, that will shake the other two, because you'll fall on your butt because the lifestyle's off a little bit. It's a little bit weak. So I have talked about my sleep in the midst of this journey. It's the weirdest thing. I've never experienced this in my sleep. And I don't know that it's necessarily a bad thing, but I'll go to sleep 8 o'clock, and then I'm wide awake at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then I try to get back to sleep, but I can't. So I get up and go down in the massage chair to try to just relax some more. And it rocks, and it's got heat on the back and all that stuff. And usually I'll be in there for about an hour or so. And then I slowly meander my way back to the bed. And usually I can get about 3 more hours of sleep after that. So cumulatively, I get good sleep. I share my sleep data on my stories. But it's that middle of the night thing. I'm like, what in the world? So I'm not worried about it because I do feel good in the day to day. My confidence does not wane, to your point, Miss Statius. My confidence does not wane because of that. I've almost learned to just expect it. Okay, I'm going to get up around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have to be up for a couple hours or so, and then I'll go back to bed and get a few more hours of sleep. And when I wake up, I've got good deep sleep, good REM sleep, decent total sleep. I don't know what that is. It's interesting to observe anyway. Charb says, was listening to your podcast from yesterday, but realize you're live. So I'm here. Well, welcome. Yeah, I had a great podcast guest yesterday, Ed Fackler. Guy used to weigh over 400 pounds, and now he runs in ultra marathons. And he's lost over 200 pounds, so he's constantly pushing himself. He did a 100-mile race a couple months back. And so his goal, I think he said at the end of this year, he's attempting to become the first person ever to lose over 200 pounds and to run in an ultra marathon over 200 miles. Now, how badass is that? Like that is somebody who has inner confidence coming out the wazoo. And he looks great. And here's the great part. He's older than me. I think he says he's 55 or 6. So he's older. He's lost a significant amount of weight. And now he's doing things that most people that are much younger and much fitter than him aren't even doing. Ultra marathons. And so I'm cheering him on. I hope that he does it. But yeah, if you missed that yesterday, go back. It's here on IGTV. It's on YouTube. And of course, it's on my podcast, The Livin' La Vida Low Carb Show. Go check it out. Thank you for coming in, Charbs. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. I love every minute of what I get to do. Gustafsson says, my confidence came when I stopped calling myself fat. Yes, the negative self-talk. I'm going to remind you, anything that pops in your head as a thought is just a theory. And when you get a negative thought, this is the lesson of the day. When you get a negative thought that pops in your head, tell yourself it's a theory and then verbalize a truth. So if your mind tells you you're fat, you remind it of something that's true. And verbalize that. Say it out loud. Scream it if you have to. Just make sure the kids and spouse aren't around. You might scare them. But it works. I think reframing those kinds of things. Del Norte, we are kicking ass today, not letting our ass get kicked. Thanks for the motivation. Yeah. And look, life is hard sometimes. And I'm not here to be Pollyanna-ish about this, that you'll never experience adversity. You'll never have shaky moments where your confidence is waning a bit. You will. You'll have those moments. But I'm talking about the long game. I'm talking about setting yourself up to be confident for the long haul. Because in the end, that's what's going to sustain you. If you're on a health journey, you can't just have confidence for a short period of time and then it goes away and you're left flailing. You will flail into failure. And so having this confidence that's long-term, that's strong, that's resolute, it's a part of your DNA, it's who you are. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. Nerdy nutrition. I love that. Yes, I try to make things simple to understand and memorable, because that way you can apply it. I'm on my last hill, you guys. You can apply it in your life and you'll use it and you'll do it. At least I hope that's what happens with all these walk and talks I do in the morning, that I say something that triggers a thought in your mind that helps you on your own journey. So guys, day 43 is here of my sabbatical to 50, 100 days. I'm on this journey heading towards my 50th birthday. I turned the big 50 December 27th. And so I'm looking forward to having you guys join. That's next week, guys. That's coming next week, 43. So 1 week from today is day 50. And your guys' day 1 is day 51 for me. So start thinking about the ways you're going to challenge yourself. And look, it doesn't have to be physical. You can make your challenge something mental. You could make it physical or a combination of both. And so good. Nerdy nutrition, that's my philosophy too. Keep it simple. Proud of you for moving and getting healthy. Bravo. Thank you. Thank you. I've enjoyed getting into this habit again, because it's so easy when you're used to something and then you stop. It's so easy to stay stopped. And the habit of moving then becomes the habit of not moving. And you're always wanting to keep momentum going on positive things. The habit of eating well works because it's a habit, and you wouldn't think of going off of eating well, which is why when you don't eat well for a day or two or week or month or year, that becomes your new habit. There's so many things. And same with the mental part as well. When you focus on getting your mindset right, but then you let up for even just a brief amount of time, that letting up becomes the new habit. And then it's hard to get back on, because forging a new habit, the body's very much seeking homeostasis. What is the norm? And so when you push yourself physically, mentally outside what your norm is, it's going to scream at you. This is why it's so hard at the beginning of a journey. Is your body's like, whoa, 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 whoa. This isn't what we do. Your body's just screaming at you. Why? We're very comfortable with the way you eat, the way you move, with the way things are. Don't change. Don't you dare change. That's what our bodies are doing. It's why when we start a new journey, it's so difficult. It's why you need that inner confidence to kick in to say, you know what? Yes, this is comfortable, but there's a better way. And it all starts with that mind. Starts with the mindset. I hope this was helpful for a lot of you guys today. Like I said yesterday, I don't really prepare thoughts. I just streamline it off the top of my head as thoughts come. And of course, your interaction with me helps with that too. Y'all were quiet there halfway through my walk, and I'm like, come on. This is kind of a boring talk to see Jimmy talk the whole time without any interaction. So I do love interacting with you guys. Appreciate it a whole lot. The traffic has been unbelievably busy today for some reason. Everybody decided to get out on the road today. I circumnavigate it. That helps keep me alert when I'm out here on these walks. If I'm having the potential of getting run over, that's motivation to pay attention. So. But yes, day number 43, you guys, of my sabbatical to 50. Rolling right along. And if you missed it earlier, you came in late. I will be traveling tomorrow, heading down to Miami, Florida. I'm stopping in a little town called Titusville, Florida on tomorrow. I'll spend the night, wake up the next day. I'll probably do a walk in Titusville on Friday morning, talk to you guys, and then hit the road to, it's like 3.5 more hours to get to Miami from there. And then once I'm in Miami, I'm doing this Biohacking Congress on Saturday and Sunday. And so Monday, I'll start working my way back. I might be able to squeeze in a walk Monday morning, I'm not sure yet. And then stop halfway home. And then Tuesday, come on back home here to Spartanburg, South Carolina. And yeah, and then I'll be back in my normal walk on this trail on Wednesday next week, which will be day 50 for me. That day, I will definitely be giving you guys a pep talk of starting your own journey. Man, this traffic is crazy today. Oy vey. Turned out good though. Thank you, Marty. Appreciate your contributions. I have never had to wait to cross the road like this. Crazy. All right. Whew. Enough of my whining and complaining. It's still so loud though. But thank you guys for joining. As always, if you missed any of my past videos or any of the posts that I've written about this Staybatical to 50 journey, pop on over to my website, livinlavitalowcarb.com/staybatical, and you can see it. I post this on IGTV, it's on YouTube. I post links over on Facebook. They took away the feature where you can save the video to your camera roll. So now, in order to get it up everywhere else besides Instagram, I have to screen record, because some people are like, why is it taking so long to get the video up on Facebook and YouTube? Because I have to screen record it and then fix it so it fits within the video and then upload it. It's just, they're making it harder on me to upload information. So we don't let hard stop us. I got the inner confidence to take care of stuff. Nerdy Nutrition, have an excellent day. Thanks for the pep talk. That's why I'm here, my dear. I love pep talking, encouraging, inspiring. It's kind of what drives me these days. It's the thing I feel like is my calling in life at this very moment. So, all right, guys, let me pop off of here for now. I'm on my road back to my house, 4 houses over. And so thanks for joining me today. I do have an interview coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern time right here on Instagram Live with a gentleman who uses ketogenic diets for professional athletes, MMA fighters, basketball players, and things like that to get their body into shape. So should be a nice, fascinating conversation. He also wanted to interview me, so I said, hey, why don't we go on Instagram Live and we interview each other? So should be a nice little conversation. Definitely head over to my Instagram page at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Elizabeth wants to know, Dawn wants to know, when are you planning to update your pictures? So today is day 43. I updated at 27, and then before that, I think it was day 12. So I am due to do an updated picture. I want to make sure that it's enough of a difference. You know what I'm saying? That it kind of defeats the purpose if there's not this dramatic difference. But yeah, I'm thinking I need to do that soon. Thank you for the reminder. But I was looking at that the other day and just going, I don't know. Is it enough of a difference? I don't know. Maybe it is. Let me see. I will definitely take my pictures today and look closely to see if it's enough of a difference that I would want to do that. But thank you. Yes, I probably should do that very soon, and probably before I go on my trip this weekend. So appreciate the reminder on that, you guys. Let me pop off of here for now. Thanks so much for joining me on my walk. And I'm at home sweet home. Time to get into the infrared sauna and all the things in my protocol. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you guys again real soon. Bye, guys.